What do we do about it? What do we do about all the things that are not being covered in the media, that are not right in the world, things that are really unjust? What do we do about it? What do I do about it without resources or without the physical ability to do much at all? My mind is here, in theory. I'm capable of, I don't know what. If you have ideas for what you do or what you know can be helpful, I'd love to know about it. The things that I've thought up that I feel like can be helpful are, of course, doing videos and trying to inform others of what's going on, because the problem is most people don't know about this stuff. That's the problem. That's why I do this, because people are not informed by the mainstream media. In fact, they're disinformed. And I just found it shocking how much when I started to learn about the serious things going on in the world that are not being covered by the media or being lied about outright. So I think doing videos like this helps, even though it doesn't help much. I would rather volunteer or do something else, but I'm not able to do that for the most part. If it takes any kind of physical, I have a bad back, so I can't be up and about for more than a couple hours. So the other thing that I've thought of and I've done is I go on to comment sections and live chats where I'm not preaching to the choir. If they're talking shit that is bullshit, I will speak out about it, and I will go to war with the people on that forum. But not just for the sake of war itself, but to correct what they're lying about, or what they're misinformed about or disinformed about. Whatever's not true that they're saying, I will challenge it. I think that helps because it opens that possibility of things being wrong to all the people who are there to hear from the preacher to the choir, you know. In other words, people who go on and comment sections and stuff that support the views of the person making the video, and that's all good, but it doesn't help a whole lot to preach to the choir. So I try and go out onto the battlefield and actually talk to the people who don't see it in an accurate light. I don't push my opinion. I push fact. You know, things that are just factually incorrect. So those are the things that I think really matters. Because if you're in a certain view and you're almost ambiguous, but say you're right-leaning and you hear all those views from Fox News, but you don't hear the views that are not the same views as Fox News, but if you did hear them, you might be open to them, but you just never hear them. Things, for example, like, say you've always heard that Israel's the good guy and the Palestinians are just filthy animals that are trying to bomb them all the time and they just have to defend themselves. That's what you've always heard. Okay, if you've always heard that, then you believe that. That's understandable and makes plenty of sense. But what I'm suggesting is that's not true. Who's been telling you that? What kind of influence do the people in Israel, at the government of Israel, what kind of influence do they have, say, on the media? What are they hiding? If you dig deep and find out what they're doing to Palestine, it will change your mind. 180 degrees, it will change your mind. Because they are really actively and very successfully hiding what they are doing and shaping public opinion about the matter. And that needs to change. So I hope people look into that. And that's the sort of thing that's like, if we're able to spark that curiosity, it's like, maybe what I've been told is not correct. Would it be a big stretch that the media is full of shit? I don't think so. And more people are catching on that the news is a propaganda effort for the most part. There are some truths in the news, but there are, I'm not going to say most lies, but there's a lot of bullshit. So anytime somebody suggests that the news is full of it and they should check what they're talking about, I think that that's a wise thing to do. And I encourage people to encourage others to look beyond what they're told in the media. That's the problem. The media is lying to people, and people have been conditioned to just believe it, to just believe whatever they say. That's got to change, or else status quo. Take care.
Wakashinga.